Hi. So as you can see, the topic of this cast is pressure. The biggest difference you'll notice at high-level games is how fast events develop and how active everyone tries to be around the map. Both the Jug and the Pudge are the stars of this game due to how much pressure they're constantly applying all over the map through both fighting and split pushing. They're always looking to take the initiative and make something happen, so keep an eye on their movements on the minimap even if I'm not watching them. Now onto another topic. Unfortunately, there were a few times where my recording software muffled my voice and made it somewhat blippy and robotic, and I just couldn't fix it. It doesn't happen very often though, so hopefully it's not too distracting. And at the end of the video, I also mentioned an article about the current rubber band mechanics. Now, while I don't agree with the general narrative of the article, it is an interesting one, so I put it in the description below. And that about wraps it up. So without further ado, enjoy the cast. And we're in. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Why am I directing camera? There we go. Okay. So, looks like we're still before rune spawn. Let's go over the lineups. So we have Spectre bottom with a Rubik, Zeus mid, Bounty roaming, and Windman Ranger offlane versus the Dyers. I'm guessing Invoker middle with a Pudge offlane, Doom perhaps jungle, Darkanaut top with Lion.
30 seconds to battle.
Seems like the most likely lineup. I think Lion's just running bottom because he has the wards and he wants to place or pass to Pudge either way. Excuse me. But they will not be able to get a good ward off because the Radiant are already camping at the spot as they should be. So Wind Ranger's got a ward down up here to check spawn boxes. We can't right now when it's paused. I'm not actually sure if that blocks or not. I believe it does because I believe the camp border is like right here. Well, it goes out further this way, but I believe the bottom is about right there. So we'll see in a few seconds here when they unpause. Yeah, right there. Alright. So let's see. I'm just gonna walk in here. He has boots first. Rubik does not, so he should have an okay time in lane. And now they're gonna spot him. They're a little slow to react. I think Zeus might be a little AFK. He looks like he's AFK anyway. So they're wrapping onto this Rubik. They don't know the bounty's here, and now he's stuck. He can't. If he stays here, he has to walk this. He has to walk this way. He's told. All right. Good stuff by the bounty. The bounty positioning was key there to come from behind and hit him, so he couldn't walk back up here and run this way. And Pudge is gonna feed another kill here to the Spectre. Not to the Spectre as in the last hit, but to the Spectre's dagger. So on mid lane, it should be just kind of a wash as long as Zeus doesn't try and do anything too fancy. He already has his bottle, so he's pretty much set up for a good lane. I'm looking to see if Bounty, like where Bounty goes in the first 2 minutes. Like he's already done great, but where he goes in the first 2 minutes is really, really important. And I really want to see where he goes. Excuse me. I'm a little sick right now if you couldn't tell. So Doom will go Devour first. So the thing about going to Devour first is that when you get a creep like this with all the health regen, it pays off big time. But if you go something like Sacred, I think it's Sacred Blade. No, Infernal Blade. Sorry. Yeah, of course it's not Sacred Blade. He's no angel. He's a demon. But if you go in Infernal Blade first, then you can trade hits with the support much more efficiently.
Not so fast.
A little bit of lag right there. This is the kind of thing, if he had a Infernal Blade instead of Scorched Earth, he could have really laid into that Rubik. Because that's 160 extra damage that he could have got in for just 40 mana. Mid lane still after last hits is pretty much a wash. They see the bounty here, the sentry. I think he walked just right here, so they saw him. So now Pudge is setting up for him to... And there you go again. Does he have hook? He has hook, 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 hook. They just saw him for a second. Nice hook. They should be able to get the spin off and kill him while he's in ward vision. 3, 2, 1. He just didn't get out in time. Now Lion's rotating here, but... Did they... Yeah, I think they saw a Lion coming through here. I wasn't quite sure because of when I was watching the bounty kill, but I'm pretty sure Zeus saw him go like that. He was probably going to go for the rune regardless, but I do believe he did spot it out. Now, he doesn't know where he is currently, because Zeus hasn't seen him for a little while. Look at the vision here. So, let's see how this looks. I believe he's going to start wrapping right now. He's too far forward. There it is. He's only level 1 though. Blood snap. 2 auto attacks. 2 auto attacks. Second auto attack. There we go. Back to the bottom lane here. He has picked up... He's out of mana now, unfortunately. He really needs to get another 150 gold to get his Sobi. That's so much damage. He can almost kill the Rubik. It's not close. It's not close enough, but he needs one more. Oh, really? It's telekinesis, dude. Come on, throw him back. Throw him back. There you go. Come on. Yeah, it was a really good bait to keep him, like, get him that in under tower. But, like, yeah, there was no way Doom was getting that as long as he didn't just, like, lag or something. Budge setting up. Oh, he just missed the hook. I didn't catch where, like, the hook was, unfortunately. But they won't be able to do much to this Budge. When he's this far behind the tower. How's Winter CS? 8? It's okay. About the same, but Doom is a little bit ahead. But I mean, Doom can devour, so it's easy for him to get last hits. Now Doom just sitting here. He's not getting EXP for this. He can probably just walk out. I think he's waiting for his tranquil regen. But yeah, missing 3 creeps of EXP when he could have been standing here instead of here. I don't think he'll be able to kill the Spectre, but it will be close. Yeah, just too fast and maneuverable through the tree line. And now I don't think he'll dive tower with this on cooldown. Oh, such a close hook. They look to turn, but they don't have enough damage. Spectre has no HP and no mana. She can't come to this. And if it's just these two, then like Doom's scary to run into them like this. Oh, they should no. He should have hit the Spectre. He should have hit the Spectre. All right, he still gets the kill. Nice hook by Pudge. He can deny himself, but he's just being careful of the Orb of Venom. I think he'll probably deny himself now. He's making space, but he'll get one more auto attack in now. He's waiting for his tranquil regen. Oh, he got hit. Oh, just getting the last auto attack in. Damn, that was really close on the deny. I think he probably should have just like safety denied himself a little earlier. But you know, it's one of those things that you can say as a spectator, but in game you really don't want to do it. And as Doom getting the clarity up, if he doesn't run into the Rubik here, he'll get his whole mana pool back. He kind of doesn't want to run into the Rubik right now. He really wants his mana because his mana goes so far with Inferno Blades and Devours and everything that he really wants all of it. He's at the wrong angle right now. Do they see? No diving in. I don't think they'll be able to get the skill unless they land a really nice hook. But he can just dodge among the tree line. Yeah, Pudge won't go for it. If he lands that hook and brings them back, then yeah, they definitely get it. But it nice like to break the chain of initiation by Rubik. That was really nice. And now he's sitting here in hopes that maybe Spectre's stuck in the tree line with no dagger, but Spectre's already out, and he's just kind of like. They're gonna dive back in here. Oh, so close from the unintended target. Ooh, bounty coming with the DD here. Doom should be dead. There's no way the Pudge can save him. And the Zeus ult committed. Now is Lion gonna try and set up onto the Zeus. Did I miss a kill? Lion. Oh, I missed. Damn it! I missed Wind Ranger going and killing Lion. They do have a ward here, so they do spot him at night. Where's the Zeus standing? He's blocking his camp. Okay, good. He's blocking his creep wave, so he's trying to keep it back and leave himself in a safer position, so he can just farm with a chain or arc. Excuse me. Nice. Zeus senses it coming. That's really good game sense. Or it's gonna be more aggressiveness in the bottom lane, but they do see Doom coming. They do see Doom coming. Come on, dodge it. Oh, that was a really nice hook. Alright, and that should be to the death of Spectre. Even with a dagger, she wouldn't be able to get out of that. I think that was just Spectre not like respecting Pudge's positioning enough, because they have like a ward here, and like they see Doom coming this way. Like, but even before that, like as soon as she saw Doom, she needed to back immediately, and probably even like stay a few like maybe like 100 units further away from the Pudge, just like respect your distance and everything. Because she would have lived there if she had more time to react to sidestep the hook, for sure. Now it's just Doom in the bottom lane. They haven't seen the Pudge for a while. Like, let's look at Dire Vision for a second. They don't really see anything. They only see Doom, and that's a scary prospect against a lineup with like a Pudge. So they're all gonna be setting up here. Now Radiant sees everything. And Pudge coming in. Oh, oh, it's all on this hook. A nice hook. This Pudge is playing really, really well. He's getting all his hooks. Not all of them, but like of all the important ones, really. Back to the bottom lane here. I'm looking to see Doom get aggressive. Now that Rubik's here, it's a little harder. He shouldn't die. There's no way he dies. He can just run away. Oh, with the Zeus coming, that's a whole nother matter. I'm sorry, I did not see. I should have noticed the Zeus wrapping around. That was my bad. Just these two, of course. There's no way he dies, but oh, he'll live. Yeah, that's definitely my bad getting 2 tunnel vision on the not gank but engagement at hand. The problem with Wind Ranger's build right now is she has no mana regen. Spectre. Nice pick off. Going in like that with like no HP and no mana without a spectral dagger is like takes a lot of balls. Good job. Like going back to what I was saying, this Wind Ranger has no mana regen for a while. So if she ever does another power shot, she can't ever have Wind Run to get away from an engagement, which is a really scary prospect. I really wish she would get like a maybe just like a Sobi or something. Just anything to keep up some mana.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm gonna have to be stepping away from the mic every now and then to cough, unfortunately. But hopefully it's not getting picked up too loud. And if it is, I can just edit it in post. Pudge? He sees him. Nice. Oh, so close. Actually, okay, you know what? I'm gonna see how close that was. I shouldn't have just gone to his vision. Yeah, that was nice. All right, back to live. I didn't want to have you guys miss out on that. They see? There's no sentry up there. By the way, if you haven't noticed already, this Pudge's name. Lovely. Now setting up. Easy kill onto the. Oh, he's still Doom. My goodness, that's wonderful. But he did get the Scorcher itself, so it's gonna kind of be inconsequential because he can't get his own Doom off, but he's not gonna take much damage at all. Onto the Invoker in mid lane. Brownie almost dying for it, but it was a good gank attempt. Both the teams in this match are doing really well in terms of finding engagements or finding successful engagements and ganks.
Radiant's top tower
Placing a
is
deep
under
ward
attack.
on his roam territory. Oh. Alright, I'm surprised he didn't go for that. Ah, just fight after fight here. She has no shackle. There's the cancel. Nice. Well, skillful deny by the Pudge right there, for sure. Bottom lane, yeah, diving with the committed doom for it. As soon as he saw Spectre haunt out like that, he knew that he could go for it. Because the likelihood of anyone being down there to support the Rubik is really low. So that's a low risk, medium reward kind of gank right there. Because, you know, he didn't get much for the Rubik kill, but always go for those if you can. How much exactly? Oh, 352 gold for a Rubik kill. That's actually surprisingly a lot. What's the gold rate then? What's the gold? It wasn't Radiant advantage. I'm surprised though. No, they won't catch him because he does have the haste rune. That blind dust probably would have got him though, otherwise. And Pudge trapping as a reward, looking for a hook. This Pudge really knows his hero and like where to go and what to do at what times. It's really nice to watch because I'm really bad at Pudge, and seeing stuff like this is really interesting. He will see the Pudge coming into him. They have to be careful. He does go to Scorched Earth on Rubik. That's a really nice spell. And this engagement's not going very well for the Dire right now. They're all all the Rain are collapsing on top of it. Doom just keeps healing up with the Scorched Earth. He's healed so much HP. And with the Hood of Defiance, I did not catch that in time. But with the Hood of Defiance, he didn't activate it though. That's 325 magic damage. He might have been able to walk away from that. Unlikely, but he might have been able to if he had activated his Hood. And he did have the mana for it, you can see that he did. Now this is what I have not been talking about is this Juggernaut farming. He has 96 last hits already, and that's really good. Oh, Pudge, where are you? I do believe he got that hook off. Let's see the combat log. What would it be? Alright, let's just Pudge. Spectre. Just the camera over here. I believe, yeah, he did get the hook. Right. Just wanted to make sure he didn't like walk into and just rot and dismember the Spectre down, because that would have been really boring. So with the Hood here, he's really tanky to everything that the Radiant's putting out. Because Winter does not do a ton of physical damage yet. She does a lot of magical still, with power shots. All the Radiant are converging on here, and they do a Spectre ultimate, so she can be here too. It's all 4 up top, all 5 with once the Spectre ultimates. Getting the Scorched Earth offers it won't be able to die this fight. And now the Spectre comes in, catching on to the Juggernaut, but he still has his ultimate. Spectre jumping forward further, getting the TP out. Good stuff. Oh, she should be dead to the Sunstrike, but he gets cancelled. Damn. I'm just gonna go back a second and see what canceled that. I want to see what canceled. I think it's Lightning Bolt, right? Yeah, Lightning Bolt. A nice max range Lightning Bolt. Oh wait, what? Spectre died? Damn it. Was that a tower hit? I think it was a tower hit. Oh, the last tower hit. Oh, I just got cancelled. If they had timed that urn properly, or not properly, but better, they would have definitely got it. Alright. Where's my speed up button? Oh no, I'm just gonna skip ahead. What? My Dota just crashed. Okay. We will get back into the game in just a second. I don't know. And we are back. I don't know what just happened. Oh, a nice hook again by this Pudge. Man, I'm so glad I got to catch it just as I come back in on that nice Pudge hook. And a huge Spectre ultimate. They should be able to get this Invoker with the and another Doom onto the Wind Ranger. He's really like destroying this backline, but it's like breaking up into 2 engagements right now. And this finger coming out on Spectre. That should be just enough to get a kill, but oh, a huge Zeus ultimate. Catching 2. No, do they have this Doom? He's being way too overly aggressive here. That was a really bad re-engage by him. Well, I'm really glad I came back in just to a team fight. Alright, I don't think we missed too much. Maybe like 3 minutes, or no, probably less than that. Probably 2 minutes. Anyway.
Dire's middle
So,
tower
where
is
are we?
under attack.
I see this more often than you'd think, where
Radiant's
people don't
top
just
tower
assemble
is
arcane
under
boots
attack.
and get Aether Lens, or they like get Aether Lens and then they go back into arcane boots. I really like. I'm personally not a fan of it, but I mean, if it
Radiant's
suits
top
your
tower is
playstyle,
under
then
attack.
go for it.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I'll pick up a last stage again. Juggernaut's farming really well, but I do wish he would have finished Trez. Oh, he goes for the Boots of Travel. I don't know if I even like that. That seems really weird and kind of, honestly, just inefficient. I feel like, what are you gonna do with these? Like, Invoker's gonna be the one who should be getting the Boots of Travel and doing those kind of ganks. Or not ganks, but like pushing and stuff like that. And Pudge assuming that they have vision on him because he blinked for the hook there, so the bounty would be watching him when he goes for the blind dust. But not the case. Zeus just seeing the hook coming from here and blink fast. Oh damn, Rubik has a hook now. This is a terrible fight. You really don't want to fight into Rubik with hook. That's probably the strongest thing in Dota. Or okay, not the strongest thing in Dota, but it's up there. Rubik with hook. You definitely need to be careful of that.
Haste.
Did spot I believe he went for a track or a recast of Shadow Walk, and they saw him. So the Dire do know that Bounty's up top. So they're gonna be going aggressive on bottom lane. Oh, Spectre will dodge the gank.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nice. Pipe finished by the Doom. Gonna stop a lot of the damage. It's just Bounty bottom. Oh, actually Rubik here too. They really should not be fighting into this on Radiant yet. Like they have. Okay, when Spectre comes in. Oh, it's gonna blow up the line. And Zeus rotating as well. Now this is a really good fight for the Radiant. And Doom's gonna be brought down here. His pipe has really not come to fruition because they have been taking all these sort of engagements where it's only two of them, like, or 3 maybe, but it's just not. They're not getting enough numbers to make it worth it. And they do have a track onto the smoke Juggernaut here, so they should know that there's a smoke. The smoke will get popped, catch just the dust. He can't remove it, he doesn't have Guardian Greaves yet, and it should be a free kill onto this bounty. Rubik almost had his Blink Dagger, or possibly Aether Lens. He has enough money for Aether Lens right now. Oh, he did get Omni Slash, that's huge. Man, this Rubik's been getting a lot of great steals. He's had Doom so far, he's had Omni Slash, he's had Hook. Just great stuff. This is shaping up to be a really good game. And a smoke by the Radiant here. Ag's finished up on Wind Ranger. I still maintain that I would have liked just picking up a casual Sobi or something, just for some sort of mana regen. But you do have 2 arcane boots. Actually, you have 3 arcane boots, so that's pretty good. And they should be able to pick off the Invoker here, especially with the Omni Slash steal. They get the Doom after the Wind Ranger, but she should be able to walk away. Yeah, there's no way that Doom can stand against this. He will walk away with Scorched Earth, so fine. And they do get another nice smoke, dust onto the bounty. He will be brought down here, but at what cost?
Radiant's top tower is
It
under
appears that there is no cost. Oh, actually there is a re-engage. He stole Doom? God damn, this Rubik is just destroying. And excuse me first. Oh, god damn. Alright, and we'll pick up the Zeus. Man, these team fights are so hectic. And it appears I'm lagging a little, unfortunately. Just clipping the Pudge on that. Should be able to get out. Oh, he goes for the Style Dismember. I like it. I like it. Man, I'm really. I have not been talking enough about this Juggernaut. He's using his Boots of Travel really well here to farm the whole map and pressure multiple points at the same time. But this Rubik, Rubik is my favorite hero, and I consider myself pretty good at him. This guy is ownage. I have really enjoyed watching him so far. He has stolen so many ultimates and so many good spells. And this is a really good game for him too, because all of Lion's spells are good. You know, Mana Drain isn't great, but if you get it on like a Pudge or a Doom and just like remove their mana pool, that's still really big. Like all of his spells are good. And 2 of Juggernaut spells are still pretty good. Doom, getting Doom is like great. And getting Scorched Earth, I mean, it's not ideal, but if you start a fight with Scorched Earth, having previously stolen it, and then steal another spell after it, like in a high impact spell, it's really good to have. Just like going throughout the team fight, like giving you all that movement speed and all that heal. It can sometimes bait the enemy team into a bad position. Also, there's all Invoker spells, you know, they're all great. And I mean, Dismember isn't that great, neither is Rot, of course, but Hook, best spell to steal, probably in the game. Juggernaut is so far ahead in Lassus right now. Spectre. Picking off the line here. Where was the... Did they see them coming? What's the Radiant's vision right now? They must have just saw him walk up the hill.
Dire's middle
That's
tower
weird.
is under
Dire
attack.
walking up here with no vision. Oh, sorry, they did have this ward right here. I think the lightning bolt just barely missed it. But yeah, did he just place that? That was placed 20 seconds ago. Yeah, I think Lion just ran up to place that. He didn't have it when he was running in. Oh, they did have this ward here though. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just check Dire vision, but yeah, they did have this ward here. But still, walking up to here to place a ward
Dire's
when no one's
bottom
farming
tower
top
is under attack.
and you don't know where they are, it's
Dire's
pretty
structures are fortified.
bold by the Lion.
Radiant's middle
for
tower
sure.
is under attack.
I like the aggressive ward here by the Radiant trying to catch farming patterns.
Dire's bottom tower
It's a free
is
bottom
fortified.
tier 1. Nothing much to say about it. Another nice thing actually about having boosted travel on Jug is that you'll always have a spin TP out, which is really nice against heroes that can't cancel it. Like it's like always having a free like BKB TP out. It's so good. They will get the Doom off on her. She did not get one run off beforehand. Doom will be slowed down by here. Ooh, Steve's coming in. Now he's hooked by this Pudge. Alright, he should be dead, and there's no way that they're gonna want to the Brayden are gonna want to re-engage with Doom on their Windrunner. No Han for 29 seconds. Man, this Pudge is so ownage. Holy shit. I cannot say enough good things about the players this game. This is so awesome. And Juggernaut is just continuing to pressure top. He's really constricting the Radiant here in terms of how they can move around the map, because he's always poking and always pressuring. This is the thing. Like, if he was farming his own neutrals instead of applying pressure, it would actually be so bad for them, because not only would they not be applying pressure, but they would be giving away information to this Radiant Observer ward. Not that they know it's there, but regardless, because he's pushing around the map so much, he's just constantly keeping Radiant contained while they look for while they go for fights somewhere else. And he can always boost a travel into the fight if it's going bad, because they have Forge Spirits. I wasn't too much of a fan of boosted travel earlier, but it's really paying off for him. And if it suits your playstyle like this, definitely you should always buy items that fit the game, but also fit your playstyle, because it's really important if you know you're going to play a certain way to itemize around it. He won't be able to spin TP out. So easy. It's just guaranteed you're gonna get out until they get like Abyssal or something. And he's going not back to farm their own neutrals or something. He's going top lane to push it in. Now this is gonna force somebody here, which is gonna mean that they're not gonna be as strong. And if he notices that no one's coming, he should be going top.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, look at him. Look, he's walking this way. And they will be able to get another kill onto the Pudge here. So this tier 1 should be tier 2 should be forfeit. But because of this guy, he just keeps pressuring. He keeps applying pressure, and it's so beautiful to watch. And now it will be he doesn't have TP for 5 seconds, but he will be able to get out here. They won't be able to catch. Just spin TP. He's making so much space right now. Spin TP. See, it's really, really beautiful. This guy's playing really well. Alright, now what did the Dire do here? So they don't have Zeus ult, they don't have Spectre ult. This is actually an okay time to start Roshaning. And Lion's pinging it. They know. But what does he have? Just Earthspike. I mean, just Earthspike. Earthspike's great. Wow, did you see how much damage Bounty just took from that cleave? That was impressive. I don't like Vlad's pickups this early on bounties. Partially because if you ever walk near a lane and you select the creep and see it's lifestealing or anything, it just gives away where you are on the map. I much prefer like even a Blink Dagger or Force Staff just to get out of an engagement or break a smoke and then like leave faster. And they had gone as the Roshan. Excuse me. We did start a little late, so the Zeus ultimate will be back online, but they had to wait for Pudge anyway. Well, they didn't have to, but they decided to wait for Pudge. Sorry, my throat's just really messing me up right now. Alright, and I'm back. As Zobs will be catching on all of them. Another Earthspike. Ooh, no Devour. I don't know why he went to steal for the Doom. He knows that Doom hasn't casted anything for a while, so it's probably just something granular and shitty. But if he wants Doom, if he wants Devour, then, you know, by all means, get that GPM up. There's a lot of GPM. A nice ward by the Dire here again. They're warding. I think most of these wards are by this Pudge. Yeah, a lot of their, like a ton of their wards have been placed by this Pudge, and this Pudge has had such on-point warding. He's really like trying to just like game sense the fuck out of the Radiant. Rubik will be going into... See, again, I keep seeing this more and more, like, high-level games. I just don't get it. Long range. Ooh, and a Doom. Alright, what are the Radiant going to come into this? Where's the Spectre? Just giving up on it? Right. They can see the two heroes. And now the Dire will be pushing in top lane. They just weren't in the position to back it up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
God damn. This Pudge owns. Getting Ice Wall from the Invoker. That was a feed. Alright. It looks like for now, like they have both tier 2s up, so they can't keep pressuring anymore Raxes. But I mean Spectre can't cancel any of these TPs, but excuse me. Dire are looking to be in a very, very advantageous position right now. How are the Radiant gonna stop them if they 5-man right now? So Zeus is up putting a lot of damage for sure, and Spectre, she can hunt in onto the line and try and blow them up and stuff like that. But as long as the Doom is getting off on key targets like Wind Ranger or Zeus or even Spectre, it's just especially if they start the fight that way, it just hampers the Radiant so much. It's so net worth right now. And that's another thing from all this tower gold. All the Dire are ahead, but that can be brought back in one team fight if it goes sourly for them. And Shackleable won't lead to much fruition. But anyway, as I was going on, if the Dire just straight up 5-mans, Spectre's effectiveness with this build is really hampered. Because this build really does a lot better when the Dire are split, and then you can try and catch a few with like what's bounty scouting and stuff like that. Because then the Desolate damage comes in to play, and you do so much with Manta. But if they all just 5-man, their actual like 5-on-5 fight is they have damage. Don't get me wrong. Like they just have like damage though. They don't have any controlling kind of damage spells. Like they have Zeus ult, and all of Zeus is just damage. He has no control really. Spectre is just damage. She has a little bit of slow. That's it. Bounty, he just does damage in a mini stun with some vision. Rubik, much of the same thing, unless he gets a nice steal onto an important spell. He just has a little. He has a control spell, but he has no damage from it, and he has a little bit of burst, but that's it. And then Wind Ranger, again, mostly damage. If she can't get huge shackle shots off, don't get me wrong, but it's just like when you compare it to something like Doom, something like Lion's Toolkit, something like Pudge's, Invoker's Toolkit, they just have so much more damage and control bundled together. Doom gets off onto the Windrunner, and now this fight goes poorly. And look, a huge Omni Slash again. Damn. This should be it for the Radiant tier. trying to deny up the winner, I think. But not quite. That was more of just end of game LOL play than anything. So anyway, as I was saying, the something like the biggest thing I think this game was how well the Pudge and Juggernaut played in particular. They seemed to me to be the standout players of this match, because the Juggernaut was always pressuring in top. He was just like always bouncing around here and then spin TPing out and just going like instead of like TPing out to here to farm, he TPs to here and pushes the tier 2. And that's huge. He just constantly kept applying pressure. And this Pudge kept applying pressure elsewhere on the map. Wherever the Juggernaut like basically wasn't, he was always like trying to get like aggressive wards and get like, really information giving wards down. And now he's just styling into the fountain for hooks. He just kind of kills, like, I want to see how much gold that one kill gave away when we get into the fight recap in a second. Because these kills are worth so much. And I think like the Dire definitely have this game, but it's really interesting to see just how much gold those give. Give me the fight recap. It's still going on. Juggernaut won't stop. He's a madman. Well, hardly mad. He's really just ownage, but he's doing nice. I wonder which one's applying right now. Scotty. Alright.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
They should be able to pick up the Juggernaut here. Flies back, TP's in. Where's my fight recap? God damn it. Alright, that's really unfortunate. I want to see that fight recap. Another huge Omni Slash. Won't be doing much damage, but the Dire take it here. So yeah, oh, here's the fight recap. Yeah, look at that giant gold swing. 5,000 gold for 3 kills. That is so huge. And I just read an article about it was posted on Reddit about how big the gold swings are. And I was noticing it in a few casts earlier actually, with how they would get 1 kill and they would get like 2,200 gold across their team for that 1 kill on the team that's ahead. And it really just opened my eyes to how big the comeback mechanic is in Dota right now. But that's not the focus of this cast. But I think I've accurately summed up the points of this cast so far. So I'm just going to end it right here. I had a really good time casting this game, honestly. It looked like it was a lot of fun for the players involved too. So without further ado, GG guys.